Hey guys, what up? Fan here again with another video guide on the skill build for a new reworked hero, and this time I'll be covering Raynor. So without further ado, let's jump right into the skill tree here. So level 1 for Raynor, even after the nerf from 30 to 20%, ace in the hole is still going to be your default by far. There are some cases where you could make an argument for a veteran marksman. I believe around 50, after you get 50 stacks or so, the damage more or less equals out to ace in the hole. So anything you can get more than 50 stacks, veteran marksman would actually be dealing more damage, but that's very hard to do. So for the recommended build, I'm going to go ace in the hole for level 1. Level 4, I believe the best talent is Fight or Flight. I've done the math on Fight or Flight and Behemoth Armor, and I feel like Fight or Flight is just almost always better if you're getting value out of the armor, which a good player, should always get value out of the armor. So as long as you're using the armor right before or, right during the time that you're taking damage, I think Fight or Flight is the clear choice on level 4. It's not only outmass Behemoth's armor just in terms of the armor, it also gives you CDR on your E, which is another benefit. Level 7, I almost always take Unstable Compound. If you're taking Ace in the Hole at level 1, I think Unstable Compound is really, really good because it self sets up for Ace in the Hole. So without relying on another hero, you can self-proc your Executioner, which is really strong. Although some people also like taking Feel the Rush as well, but my recommendation is Unstable Compound. Now level 10, you can get whichever one you want. This one's up to preference and what you need in the game. Hyperion is better kind of in a straight 5v5 team fight, and it's better at sieging and zoning. Raynor's Raiders is better at kind of skirmishing and just pestering one hero on the other team with constant damage, as well as better for like merc related reasons. It can also tank shots from towers and forts. So just depending on which one you want. I personally like Hyperion more, but I use both. Level 13, I like Giddy Up the most. Giddy Up is really, really strong. It's kind of this natural synergy between movement speed and auto attack heroes on pretty much any stutter step auto attack heroes like Raynor, Vala. Movement speed is very, very valuable because it lets you kite, it lets you stutter step better, and that's why I get Giddy Up here. Gets your W up to 20% move speed, which is really important for stutter stepping and kiting, and it's got the added bonus of also giving you 10% more mount speed. Some people also like to go debilitating rounds for the Q build on this talent tier. If you don't need movement speed, but you feel like you want more Qs, you can also go that. I also think Rallying Cry is viable as well, so all three are viable in this tier, but for the recommended talent, I'm going to say Giddy Up. 16, my recommendation is Paint Them Red. This is a really, really strong talent. It makes it so that Raynor heals for 100% of the damage it heals, which means you basically have like two significant sources of healing between your Q and your E. I almost want to describe it as like two self-ancestrals if you can properly hit, let's say, like two people with the penetrating rounds and activate your E properly. It's an insane amount of healing, and on top of that, it also increases the damage of your Q, which is important a lot of the time, especially when people are picking stuff like Cassia to counter Raynor. Upping the magic damage that your hero has is actually pretty useful because people will be picking, stuff like Cassia, talents like block, to, block totem, stuff like that, just to try to mitigate your damage. So diversifying your damage is always useful. Level 20, the most common talent I would say is Weak Spot Acquired. It is very strong to lower a hero's armor for 25% or for 25, and this is really easy to get procs off. So my default recommendation is this one. If you go Raiders, Duskwing is also very good. And if for some reason you do need Unstoppable, you can also go this, but Weak Spot Acquired would be the most common pick. So this is my recommended build for Raynor. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the video, make sure to follow the YouTube channel for more, and I will see you guys next time.